Libra, my lovely ladies and gentlemen, Spirit wants to talk to you about a situation you've got going on and give you some clarity. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, so whatever the situation is, I don't know if this is a conflict at work or if it's something in your relationship. It's one of those two. Spirit says, hey, we know you don't like conflict and that's okay. Don't think of this as conflict. Think of this as an opportunity to find common ground. So if you're feeling like you're at opposite sides of something with somebody, really think about getting back to what do we have in common. We all want to find a right solution, or we're all working on trying to achieve XYZ goal. Whatever that common ground is for you, Spirit says remind yourself of that, and also just have a conversation with the other person and start from this place of what it is that you're both trying to accomplish and achieve that you have in common. Because it's almost like in order to keep it from turning into like a negative situation, just remind each other you're trying to work on the same, like towards the same goal. You're trying to accomplish something that's for a mutual benefit, but specifically, what is that mutual benefit? Like reground into that, because it's almost like, hey, you guys need to give up these like opposing positions, because the truth is in the middle. The answer lies in the common ground itself. So Spirit's not saying convince them of what you want based on this common ground, or even vice versa. Spirit's basically saying, no. You guys need to find a third alternative that is truly based on what is it that you have in common? What is it that you're trying to do that's a shared goal or interest or something? I feel like I'm not saying the words right, but hopefully you get the gist of what this is. Like, you know, if it's in the relationship, like, oh, we love each other, you know, I know that we're trying to like build a future. Maybe there's a different way that we're not considering, you know what I mean? And like, it's definitely also coming across that you both need to give a little bit. You got the sacrifice card. So it's kind of like, hey, if you really want this to work, neither of you can have things perfectly exactly your way. Like, what is it that you're willing to give up to accomplish whatever this is? So what are you willing to give up? Because everybody's going to have to like compromise a little bit, sacrifice something. But again, it can't be a lose-lose compromise. You are supposed to find something where the compromise exists is in this common ground. So really get back to that. Think about what this is. I know this sounds like super specific, but it feels like this is like a big life decision or like a big work decision. It's actually pretty important. So Spirit's like really serious about giving you this guidance on how to navigate the situation. Because your way isn't 100% the right way, and neither is the other person's. You're going to come up with a better solution if you truly work together and find that commonality. That I'm just going to jump ahead a little bit. You also got the Three of Pentacles, which is about like working together, like improving something. I'll come back to this, but this applies to this part too. Okay. There's also bargaining. So this is where I'm coming in with like this like feeling of like there's like a negotiation going on. There's like some back and forth happening. So again, go back to that common ground, understand that both parties need to make a sacrifice or a compromise of some kind, and just really see this as like a little bit of bargaining, and have in your head, what is it you're willing to sacrifice? What is it that you're willing to compromise on? Because if you go into a bargaining situation and you think you're not willing to budge, you might actually make more concessions than you would if you walked in knowing, okay, I'm willing to budge on these two areas, but not this one. Imagine you're buying a house and you want like the chef's kitchen and like the dream closet and the pool and the this and the that. Which things are truly non-negotiable, and which things are like, okay, like I can improve the kitchen later, you know, something like that. That's just an example. Okay. Anyway, so there's also something coming through about like structure, organization, like the Hierophant, like who's the boss in this situation is kind of coming through. Like as you're entering into like this negotiation, like who's in the power position, or is there even like someone else that's kind of adjudicating this? Like it's really giving, like you need to understand like how this process works and how this system works in order for you to participate in it in a way that's advantageous to you. Okay. So try and understand, like if you're going into a new kind of negotiation, if this is your first time getting a loan, buying a house, like entering into like this business structure, whatever it is, Spirit's like, understand the process, understand the structure, understand who's got the upper hand in order for you to show up correctly in the situation. Okay, hang on. So whatever this is, it is meant to be your baby. You got the Page of Cups. So it really feels like this might be like a new business or like a new relationship. Something, you know, that we've been talking about is bringing in this, like, this is going to be your new pet project. It's super important. And so definitely, you also got the Page of Swords here. Make sure that you get to the bottom of the truth. Like, you understand the terms of this agreement. You understand that whatever someone's telling you isn't 100% the truth. And so keep digging and keep looking for more information. Also, you got 2 page cards. Like, there's definitely like new venture energy coming in here. So pay attention to like anything that reminds you of pages. That's significant for you right now. Okay. Now, when we talk about, let's go back to this 3 of Pentacles. I really get the feeling that you are supposed to be like doing like home maintenance, home improvement, or that the thing that you're looking to do, maybe this is a significant purchase. It is going to require a little bit of like upgrades to it. So just keep that in mind and keep that in the back of your head in terms of like money and contracts and all of that there is a little bit of improvement that's going to be needed. And Spirit says you might be tempted to just gloss over things. You might be tempted to not bargain from a place of power. Like, because you're a Libra and you don't like confrontation, you might be tempted at some point in this process just to be like, I'm just gonna let that go and I'll just deal with it later. And Spirit's like, no, like, yes, there's sacrifices that need to be made, but this is why you need to know what you're willing to budge on and not, because you're going to get to the point where you just want it to be done. You're tired of going back and forth and you're just like, it's fine, I'll let it go. Spirit's like, you can't do that because there's going to be hidden costs. There's going to be a lot of hidden things that could come out with better due diligence. Maybe that's like what needs to come through. And then you need to negotiate based off of that information. Don't give into the temptation to just like let somebody sweep something under the rug, if that makes sense. So whatever it is that you're looking to do, this feels very exciting for you. This feels like something that can be very significant and profitable to you. So just make sure that you're putting in this effort in terms of like negotiation. So I am going to say that. All right. If you need a little bit of extra guidance, don't forget, yes, you can book a private reading and or a consultation. And let's get your affirmation cards. And you can only do that through my website. I never DM first. I know people DM you. It's not me. Just block them and move on. And if you do want a reading, only through my website. Okay. Woo. All right. Lots of cards coming out now. All right, Libra. So Spirit wants you to know you are protected. So definitely come from that place of feeling protected and feeling empowered. And you also got, oh, a 7-7, I'm brave. Oh, honey, you just need to be a little bit brave on this one. So channel this energy, claim this energy of being brave. You can do this. I think that's so sweet that Spirit popped this out. Then 17, I am independent. Don't be afraid to like trust your own judgment. Don't be afraid to maybe like go it alone. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to like just see yourself as like, no, I've got this. I know what I'm doing. Like Spirit really wants you to kind of have that energy. 17. Okay, Libra, I love you. Good luck with this and have an awesome weekend.